If you're going to be jealous or envious of someone, try to make sure that's for things that are actually difficult to acquire. Jealousy and envy are pretty common emotions, but rather often we experience them in ways that just aren't that practical. Like, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Like, if you're jealous of someone for the material possessions they have, well, I mean, as soon as someone has material possessions, that's something that you can acquire, something that can be taken away from them. Heck, you could even theoretically take it from them, right? So why would you be jealous of someone over something that you can get and they can lose? It's just not that. Do you see what I mean here? Like, it's a far more efficient to be jealous of people for things that are actually difficult to get, something that would take you a lot of time to acquire yourself, like personality traits, for instance, or even their own work ethic, or maybe they go to the gym a lot and they're physically fit. Those are all things that are difficult to get, not impossible, difficult. But when it comes to material possessions, I understand that now, like houses, that's certainly something that's unfortunately out of reach for many of us. So that would make some sense. Even then, I'd still argue it could be taken away from them. And it's something that you hopefully at some point would be able to get yourself, right? With any luck. But you see what I mean, right? Like, for the most part, try to be jealous of people in ways that actually make sense, things that are difficult to get, like their character. In general, I tend to value someone's character a whole heck of a lot more than their material possessions. I tend to not really be that jealous, if at all, really, for people's material possessions because I just think that's something that I can get with enough effort and something you can lose. So, what would you be without it, essentially? That's the way I think. Like, if someone would crumble and their personality would immediately become different if they lost some their valued material possessions, why would I be jealous of them, right? If they lost all those things, they'd be a shell of their former self. Why would I be jealous of that? That's stupid. That's the way I think. So I tend to more so, and even then, I'm not jealous or envious of these people, but more so, it makes more sense to be jealous of someone for having a phenomenal personality, something that can't be taken away from them. They could have a house and lose it, they'd still have that phenomenal personality, things like that, right? That makes far more sense in my opinion because they're not going to lose that quality at all, really. That's something that will stick with them. So I don't know, maybe this is me projecting because this is the way that I think, but I just don't think it's that valuable to be jealous of other people over things that they can lose or things that you can acquire over time. And in some cases, theoretically, you could even take it from them, right? So why would you be jealous of that? I don't know. I just don't view that as something that's worthy of jealousy or envy. But yeah, this is my opinion. I'm curious to hear what you guys have to say about this, whether or not you agree with me. I imagine a lot of people won't, especially because now we are living in times where material possessions can be difficult to acquire, but not impossible. It's still possible to get them. It'll just take a lot longer than it took prior generations. So yeah. Anyway, I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts on this concept. Let me know in the comment section below.